Put down. Have you seen that before, that phrasal verb?
Yes, yes.
Okay, but put down can mean several different things. So when you see the phrasal verb put down, what does that mean to you usually?
Uh, Put down means something we write on or jot down, like jot down.
Yeah, well, jot down means like to write quickly, but put down means to write something to make a record of it so that you don't forget it, so that you can remember it.
Okay.
So that's the difference. If you say I jotted it down, that means I wrote it quickly. But if you say I put
Oh,
it down, that means I wrote it so I could remember it for later.
yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, I got it.
All right. Okay. So let's start with that one. Let's see. Can you see the example sentence?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, can you read it? What does it say?
Please put down your name and phone number on this form.
Okay. Let's start with the. Well, first of all, something that's kind of interesting about phrasal verbs is that sometimes they have a literal meaning and sometimes they have an abstract meaning. And by
Yes.
literal, maybe one thing and maybe one way you could interpret that is that the preposition, which in this case is down, has a very
Mm,
strong connection to the object. What is the object?
your name
Your name and your phone number. That's right.
and your phone
Okay.
number.
Now, I'm not see. This is kind of a relative thing, so maybe this doesn't make sense to you. But to me, that preposition down seems to have a very strong connection. It seems to be related to the object because down to
Okay.
me means like placing it somewhere. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yes, yes, I got it. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So when a phrasal verb, this is something I've noticed. I've never read this in a book, but it's just an observation that when the preposition has a very literal meaning, where there's a connection between the preposition and the object, then you always emphasize the preposition.
Yes.
So you wouldn't say put down, you would say put down. Do you
Okay.
understand?
So yeah, put down.
Hmm. Right. So in this phrase, please put down your name. What are the big words? What would you say are the big words in that phrase?
Hey, name your name.
So which word? Your or name?
The name
Okay. Anything else? What are the other big words in that phrase? Please put down your name.
as a down.
Okay. All right. Can you read that phrase focusing on those two words?
Please put down your name.
Okay. It's probably not a good idea to say down. It's probably better just to say down.
Okay. So please put down your name.
Hmm. And instead of name, do the opposite. Name.
Name, name,
Please put
name.
please put down your name.
Please put down your name.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like you like to add a little bit extra music to your words.
Yes.
Please put down your name.
Please put down your name.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, Now, in the next phrase, in phone number, can you read it?
And phone number
Hmm.
and phone number.
And so, are there any big words, any strong words in that phrase?
It's a phone. It's
That's right.
phone.
You know, those two words always go together, phone and number. You always see those words together. And when that happens, you almost always will focus on the first word, phone number.
Yes. It's a
Phone number.
phone number.
Hmm.
It's a phone number.
Phone number. Please put down your
It's
name,
a
phone number.
Please put down your name and phone number
Hmm. That's right. Okay. And what is the final phrase in that sentence?
on this form.
So what is the big word? What is the strong word in that phrase?
The form.
Form. Form.
The form.
How many sounds do you hear in there? Form.
Two.
It's two. What are
Um,
the two sounds?
O. O.
Oh,
O.
oh, oh,
O. O.
form.
O.
Mhm.
The form. O.
Can you say
O.
erm? Say erm.
Um.
Erm. Form.
Po. Poem.
Form. Because you know, if you just give it one sound and you try to say form, that might be really difficult to
Yes.
understand because there are actually two sounds in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to correct it. Okay. So, uh, form. Po,
Form.
form.
That,
Form.
that's better. Form. Form. Can you say
Form.
number on this form?
Number on this form.
Phone number on this form.
Phone number on this form.
Name and phone number on this form.
Name and phone number on this form
Okay, is it name or name?
is a name. Is a
Name,
name.
name and phone number on this form.
Name and phone number on this form.
Please put down your name and phone number on this form.
Please put down your name and phone number on this form.
Okay, how many phrases would you like to divide this sentence into?
So two.
What are the two phrases?
So please put down your name and please put down your name and phone number
Okay,
and on this form.
okay, so these the two phrases. Please put down your name and phone number, and then the two
Yes,
phrases on this form. Okay, and how would you like to sound when you say this? Would you like to sound nice and friendly, or would you like to sound serious?
the serious.
Serious? Okay. So how where do you think we should start the low tones to sound serious? Where should that start, do you think?
Yeah, it's a phone.
Okay, please put down your name and phone number. Name and
It's
phone
a
number.
phone.
Okay. All right. And maybe, you know, maybe because this is a list, because we've got two things, right? So maybe
No,
we'll
name and phone.
yeah, but because it's a list, maybe we'll start our list high.
Yes.
Name and phone number. Name and phone
Yeah.
number.
Name and phone number.
Hmm.
Phone number
How should our phrase start?
is a high tone.
So
It's
please put down your name and phone number.
please put down your name and phone number.
Okay. All right. Now in the second phrase,
Is on this form.
okay, what is the important word?
Is a form. Is a form. Form.
Okay. Now you see, this is why it's important to recognize when a word has extra sounds in it, or to notice when it does, because I'm just going to put two words here on the screen, and Can you see the two words that I've typed up on the screen?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
because you know, in the UK, for example, they don't like to pronounce R's, right?
yes,
So the only difference between number one and number two is the secret extra sound in number two, because number one is foam, foam.
yeah, yes.
Say number one,
Poem,
foam,
eh, poem,
foam. Okay, and number two is form.
form,
Yeah, so actually there are three sounds in there because it's it's faux,
po,
but in English the O has an oo sound at the end of it always. So this is whoops, this is form,
okay, so po or
form,
po or
form.
form,
There's a kiss,
form,
you know that you have to give a kiss in the middle. Form, form.
mm, form,
Mm-hmm.
form,
Form, form.
form, form,
Faux.
form,
How do you say?
form,
Yeah, because in the UK, if they don't pronounce the R, that would sound like form, form.
yes, yes,
But number one would
form
sound like foam.
is a poem,
Say number one.
is a poem,
Say number two.
is a form,
Form. Now listen to the duration. Also, the duration is important because number one is foam. Is that long or short in duration? Foam.
it's short,
But how about number
short,
two? Number two, form.
is a long,
This is how you know the difference. To me, those two words sound very, very different. Even if you don't pronounce the R, they sound very different. Form.
so form,
Mhm.
form,
So this final
form,
phrase, this is on this form.
so on this form,
Hmm. And how do you want that to sound? Do you want this to sound serious or nice and friendly? How do you want this to sound?
serious,
Serious? Okay, so we'll make it blue to make it sound low. But we have to start it kind of high because we always start our phrases high. So on this form,
on on this form.
please put down your name and phone number on this form.
Please put please put down your name and phone number on this form.
Okay, Panchu, can you make a what I should put on this form question? How will you do that? What I should put?
So what should I put down
Hmm.
on this form?
Again,
Or what should I put down on this form?
okay, that's nice. And what is the most important word in that question?
The what?
How would the word what plus should plus I, how would that sound?
So what should I put?
Hmm. What? Okay, but now remember if so let's just do what should I first. What should I?
What should I?
What
What
should I?
should I?
What should I? Okay. Now when you say put down, which word is more important in this case? Is it put or down?
It's down.
Uh, what should I put down?
What should I put down?
Hmm. What should I put down on this form?
What should I put down on this form?
And you
On
say,
this
please,
form?
you can just give the answer. Please put down your name and phone number on this form.
Please put down your name and phone number on this form.
Okay, great. Now let's go to our next vocabulary word, which is run off. Now, the last time that when I read chapter 20, we started talking about the word off could mean to leave a place. So, if you say run off, that means you're leaving the place by running. If you say walk off, that means you're leaving the place by walking. So a
Okay.
lot of time, I think that you were even making a note about it. You said, remember, you could put to be off. I'm off. That means I'm leaving, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So that word off, that could be the opposite of on, but also many, many times the word off, not always, but many times can mean leaving
Yeah.
in some way.
Living. Yes.
So that's what
Got
we have here. Run off. That means leaving a place by running. Can you read the example sentence in the video on the screen?
it. Okay. Okay. So the dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
Okay. All right. So the dog ran off when it heard a loud noise. Uh, let's start with the first four words. Can you read the first four words?
The dog ran off when
Okay. Now, here, this preposition off, does it have a special meaning, do you think, here? Does it have a meaning that you could interpret when you look at it and say, oh, I know that means leave?
yes, I
Okay.
notice it
So, which word do you think is more important in that phrase, run or off?
is off.
Yeah, it is because this word off has a meaning where you could look at it and say, "Oh, I know what that means."
Yes.
So it's literal. It's not abstract. Sometimes the word off can be abstract, but not here.
Yes.
It has a meaning that you could guess by looking at it. Is that pretty clear? Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes. Clear.
All right. So the no. So those first four words, the dog ran off. Any other important
The
word? Just off.
no, it's a dog.
Yeah, I think dog also for a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So how will you read that?
The dog ran off.
That's right. The dog ran off. You
Yeah.
got the small, big, small, big. The dog ran off.
The dog ran off
Okay. Can you read the next four words?
mm. when it heard when it heard
Okay, four. So when it heard a.
when when it heard a
Okay, what in that phrase, in those four words, what would you say is the most important word?
it's a heard.
Heard. Okay, so how would those four words sound together if you pronounce them in a phrase together?
When it when it when it heard
When it heard
when
a,
it heard
when it heard a, when it heard a,
when he heard when it heard
when it heard a.
when when it heard when it
Dog,
heard
the dog ran off when it heard a.
the dog ran off when it heard
Uh-huh. Heard a.
heard
These are uh, the R and the D. Those are throat sounds. Those are sounds that you eat. And what happens to a vowel sound if you have the throat sounds? Do you remember?
so is so loud
Extra
uh,
long, extra long.
extra long.
Herda,
Yeah,
her,
heard is
her,
a hard
her. Same thing with
hard.
the G. That's a throat sound. So it's not dog, but dog. It's very long because that G happens down here in the throat.
Okay, so dog, dog.
Dog ran off when it heard a.
The dog ran off when it heard
Hmm. And now for the final two words. What are the final two words in that phrase?
a loud noise.
Loud noise. And what is the important word in that phrase, do you think?
Is loud.
Okay. Is that a sound that you push out of your mouth or is that a sound you eat?
Eat
So
loud.
what happens to the vowel sound if the next sound is a sound that you eat?
So so we make a strong sound,
Mhm.
loud,
It come
sound
extra long.
long.
Loud
Yeah,
noise.
it's a loud
The
noise.
dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
The dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
That's right. The dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
The dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
Okay. How many phrases do you think we could divide this sentence into?
So the dog ran off. So the dog ran off.
Okay, that's one phrase.
Yeah.
So two phrases.
And next is yes, two phrase. And when it heard a loud noise,
Okay, now this first phrase, the dog ran off. Do you want to sound nice and happy or do you want to sound serious?
is happy.
Happy? Okay.
Yes.
So, how will we say this word off? It's the end of a phrase, so it has to be low by the time we finish. But how should it start?
Is high.
Okay,
It's
so
off. It's
off,
off.
off, off,
Off.
off,
Off.
off,
Off. Off. Off.
off. How would the beginning of the phrase? How will it sound? High or low?
Is high.
Okay, the dog ran off.
The the dog ran off.
Okay. And how about in the next phrase? When it heard a loud noise, do you want this to sound happy and nice or serious?
Is happy.
Okay. So, how will you say the final two words? Let's do it like this. So we make the final word low since it's the end of a phrase,
Yes.
but we want to say our special word in a high way. How will you say those two words?
Is loud noise.
Yeah, that's right. Loud noise. Loud noise. Loud noise.
Yeah, loud noise.
Okay.
Loud
And
noise.
how should we start our phrase?
Is high.
Okay. When it heard a loud noise.
When it heard a loud noise.
The dog ran off. When it heard a loud noise.
The dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
Okay. All right. Pachu, can you make a when dog ran off question? How would you do that?
So when did the dog ran off?
Okay, but you made a mistake. Can you try to do that question again? Fix your mistake.
Sorry. When did the dog run off?
Okay. All right. What is your most important word in that question?
When?
Okay. How would you pronounce when plus did plus the?
When did the?
When,
When did the?
when did the? When did the?
When did the?
When
When did
did the?
the?
When did the? When did the?
When did the?
Hmm.
When did the?
And then in that word run off, which word is more important? Run or off?
It's off.
Oh, okay. So if we say dog run off, how will you pronounce those three words?
Okay. When did the dog run off?
Okay. When did the dog run off?
When did the dog run off?
Hmm. What is the answer? When did the dog run off? What is your answer?
The dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
The dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
The dog ran off when it heard a loud noise.
All right. Okay, here's our final expression for today, our final vocabulary for today.
Yes.
Something is at stake. Have you ever seen that before? That's very common.
Yes.
What does that mean? Something is at stake.
Yeah, stake means very important or parity
Hmm.
uh, work.
Maybe you could think that something is at risk or something is in danger of being lost, something like that.
Okay, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
Read
yes.
read the read the example sentence. What does it say?
They were working hard because their future is at stake in this exam.
What does that mean? They're working hard. What does that mean? Their future is at stake.
So the future is at a risk
Yeah, at
in this
risk,
exam.
in danger, something like that.
Yeah.
So if they fail the test, then their future is
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Does that make sense?
yeah, yes.
Where are the children today? I don't hear the children in the background. They, well, what time is it?
No,
It's nighttime.
no, no. Elder son went to school, and younger is sleeping on this
Okay,
bed on
so quiet.
another side.
It's so quiet.
Yeah, and my wife went on job, so I am alone.
So you have like one moment of quiet.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Now,
I
if we look at the first one, two, three, the first three words, what are the first three words
yeah.
in that sentence?
So they are working.
Okay, well, the first four words.
Okay, they are working hard.
Okay, in that sentence, in that phrase, they're working hard. What would you say is the most important word?
So they work hard.
Yeah, hard. I would say it's hard. Okay. All right. So how would if the other words are not so important, how do you say those four words together?
So they are working hard.
Mhm. They're working hard.
They're working hard
Hmm. Let's look at the next three words. Can you read the next three words?
um, because their future
Okay. Now, in that phrase, because they're future, what would you say is the most important word?
is a future.
Future. Okay. Which syllable has all of the power in that word? Future.
Few.
Few. Okay. So we have they're working hard because their future.
They're working hard because their future
Okay. And the next three words, what are the next three words?
is i- is at stake. Is
Okay.
at a stake.
Now, which word in that phrase is most important, do you think?
Is a stake.
Stake. Okay. So you have to give it special power. Stake. Stake.
Stake.
They're working hard because
Stake.
the future is at stake.
They're working hard because their future is a stake
Okay. And what are the final three words?
in this exam.
Okay. What is the I think you already did it, but tell me anyway. What is the most important word in this phrase?
Exam.
Exam. And where's all the power? Where's all the force in that word?
Exam.
Exam. Zam.
Exam.
Zam. Okay. In this exam.
In in this exam,
Hmm.
exam.
They're working hard because their future is at stake in this exam.
They are working hard because their future is at stake in the exam. In this exam,
Okay. And what would you say are how many phrases could you divide this sentence into?
so they are working hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Uh, and next is because their future is at stake.
Okay.
And last is in the exam. In this exam,
Okay.
the three phrase.
All right. Now the first phrase, they're working hard. How do you want this to sound? Do you want this to sound nice and happy, or do you want it to sound serious?
It is serious.
Okay. So we'll make this important word low. But how should we
Yeah,
start our phrase?
it's high.
So how does
Like
this sound? If you say this phrase, how will it sound?
s- they are working hard.
They're working hard. They're working hard.
They are working hard.
Okay. Now, how about the second phrase? How do you want that to sound? Do you want that to sound nice and friendly or serious?
So serious.
Okay, serious. When you say, you shouldn't say serious, you should say serious. That's a big sound in the beginning.
Okay, so serious,
Serious.
serious,
All right. So
serious.
we'll make that important word stake. We'll make that low. Is at stake. But how should we start our phrase? Should we start it high or low?
It's a high tone
Okay. Because their future is at stake.
because their future is at stake.
They're working hard because their future is at stake.
They are working hard because their future is at stake.
Okay. How do you say this word here? At. How do you pronounce that? At.
At a,
How?
at, at
Okay.
a, at a
Well, if I say that word at, is that a long sound or a big sound?
is a long.
Okay. And, especially for somebody like me, I don't like to pronounce final T's. So that sound is very important because that could be the only signal that I'm saying the word at. So even though sometimes these little words can become condensed, can become small, I wouldn't do that with the word at. So maybe it would sound better if you said at stake, and you make
At stake.
yeah, just because it's like the only way that I know that you're saying at, because maybe you don't really pronounce the T. I don't.
Okay,
At
so
stake.
at stake.
Yeah.
At stake.
Their future is at stake.
Because their future is at stake.
Hmm. They're working hard because their future is at stake.
They are working hard because their future is at stake.
At, at.
Okay, so at, at stake
Mhm.
is at stake.
At stake.
At stake.
Then it would be very clear. Okay. And in our final phrase, in this exam, how do you want to sound? Do you want to sound happy and nice and friendly or serious?
It is
So
serious.
we'll just
It's
make it
serious.
serious, serious. It's a long sound there.
It is
Serious.
serious.
Okay.
Serious.
But how should we start our phrase?
Uh, is a high tone.
Okay, so how does that sound? How will you pronounce that?
They, so eg- exam.
In this
Exam.
in this exam. In this exam.
In this exam,
Hmm. In this exam,
in this exam,
they're working hard because their future is at stake. In this exam,
they are working hard because their future is stake in the exam.
in this, can you say in this, in this, in this,
In this,
in this,
in this,
in this exam?
this, in this exam.
Can you say in this
In
egg?
this,
And say in this egg, in this egg, in this egg,
in this egg, in this egg,
in this exam.
in this exam.
Hmm. They're working hard because their future is at stake in this exam.
They are working hard because their future is at stake in this exam.
Can you make a why they working hard question?
Why are they working hard?
Hmm. And what is the most important word in your question?
So why?
Why? So how does that sound if it's very important?
So why are they working?
How will why sound? Just the word why. How does that sound? If it's an important word, how does it sound?
It's a long. It's a why. It's a
Why?
why.
Why? How will you say why plus are plus they?
So why are they? So
Why are
why are they?
not why are they, but why are they? Why are they?
Why are they? Why are they?
Uh-huh. What about working? Is that an important uh well, what are the next two words? Why are they
Why are they? Why are they working hard?
what are the other important words in that question?
It's a hard.
Hard. Hard.
It's a
Hard.
hard.
Why are they working
hard.
hard?
Why are they working hard?
That's right. Why are they working hard?
Why are they working hard?
Okay, and what is your answer?
They are working hard because their future is at stake in this exam.
Okay, they're working hard because their future is at stake in this exam.
They are working hard because their future is stake in this exam.
Is at stake. Is at stake. Is at stake.
Is at stake. Is at stake.
Working hard because their future is at stake with this exam.
They are working hard because their future is at stake in this exam.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I've got. So I think we'll finish here for today. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow morning. For some reason, I've been waking up late, but I'll try to wake up on time and do Gone with the Wind in the morning. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody,
Okay.
for your questions and comments. And I hope you come back when we continue practicing. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.